Good morning, Pinky here with Clear Scraps. Today we're going to do a dry erase board. This is actually not my design. It's actually a design from the Make and Takes at the Clear Scraps booth for CKC, but I wanted to share it with you today because I thought that the blog viewers would like it too. So you're going to start out with the Clear Scraps acrylic album, the scallop square shape, and you're going to take one of the pages out, and you're going to peel off one side of it, and you're going to set it aside. And you see it's a pretty scallop shape, and this album would actually make 5 of these dry erase boards. And you're going to take your Glue Glider Pro, and you're going to take a white piece of cardstock, and this is cut in 4.5 by 4.5, and you're going to put it onto a sheet of paper that I cut at 5 inches by 5 inches. I'm sorry, I had to think about that. And I'm using Permatac, but you can use the extreme glue or whatever you wanted, and you're going to center it on this paper here. Let me set this aside. And once you get it centered on there the way you want it, not good at doing this with the camera looking at me, am I? I always do that. I mess up while I'm on camera. Okay, then you're going to take your Beacon 3-in-1 glue or your Zip Dry. That's the glue we totally recommend for Clear Scraps because it dries clear, it doesn't burn the acrylic, and it's permanent. And you're going to put a little daub on each corner here, and you're not going to put it on the white paper because I found that it kind of bleeds through a little bit if you get too much, so it's easier to just put it on the outside corners. And if you wanted to later on, you could even slide a picture in because you're only doing the corners. Okay, you're going to take your peeled side of the acrylic. Actually, I'm going to peel the whole thing right now. These come with a film to protect it so it's totally clear, just like glass. Okay, and you're going to lay it right down on the paper where the glue is because you can adjust it once you get it laid down. Now you can see I did that very, very off center. So if I need to move it, I still have time to center it down wherever I want it. Okay. You're going to press real good. And the Zip Dry would be dry real quick like that, but since I use the 3-in-1, it just takes an extra second or so. Okay, so you have the base of your dry erase board. And the reason you need this white cardstock, by the way, is so that you can see the writing for the dry erase board. Pretty cool, right? Okay, we're going to take that off so it won't look messy. And this would be a great one for the kitchen. I think it'd be fun to put a title on it later. Okay, now, stamping. Now we're going to stamp on the acrylic. And there's a couple of secrets on stamping on acrylic. The biggest secret is Stazon. You have to use Stazon. There's no other stamping ink that works for it because you need a solvent-based ink. And the other stamps will come off eventually. So you're going to have to use Stazon. The other secret is you have to ink every single time you stamp. So I'm going to stamp, ink, stamp, ink, stamp, ink. I can't stamp, stamp, stamp. And you have to press straight up and down, no rocking, just on it and then off of it. Okay, so you get a good impression every time. You can tell I'm not a huge stamper, so I don't know all the terminology, but hey, I get the point across, right? So you're going to go all the way around, and you want just a little bit of the flourishes to show. I'm just using an old flourish stamp that I had. Unity makes some good stamps. Actually, there's a lot of good stamp companies. And you're just going to go all the way around the board. Oh, and guess what? If you mess up on your stamping, don't stress about it because, you know, acrylic is not as difficult as you think it's going to be. It really is just simply not thinking about it and just doing it. And if you mess up on your stamping on acrylic, you have an out. Unlike with chipboard. You know, if you mess up with your stamping on chipboard, guess what? You have to recover it. Not with acrylic. You can take your non-acetone nail polish remover, and the acrylic is just like my acrylic nails here, and at any time, even a year later, you could go back and you could just take it off with the non-acetone nail polish remover. And another hint for acrylic is, if you, and this one I got from Susan, the owner, if you have something on there that you don't want on there, like lint or whatever, you can rub it with a dryer sheet before you start working with it. Okay, and you can see I got my stamps all around. This is going to be very springy. Oops, I didn't do my stamping, did I? Or inking. This can be very springy and very yellowy. Okay, so the whole thing's stamped around. And I used gold ink because that's the only one I have. They used blushing pink on the Make and Take, and it was beautiful. And they also used brown, which was really beautiful. I think it looks a little better than this, but I like this too. Okay. And you know, Clear Scraps makes their own dry erase markers too, in case you were wondering what that was. Now I'm going to use something called the Pearl Pen from Viva Decor, and we work a lot with that, and it dries pretty quickly. It's a lot quicker than some of the others. And we're just going to go around and put little random pearls all over this. And it makes it very elegant and very pretty. And you could also, if you wanted to, stamp with another color and add extras. I mean, it really is whatever you want. I love the blushing pink ink and then the pinker pearls on there for a little girl's room. I love the brown ink for a kitchen and the blue for a boy's room. There is so much that you can do. And you know, these albums come with this one comes with 5 pages, so you could make 5 of them. And these would make wonderful handmade gifts. I think that a flower here, once it's dry, would be so pretty. And I even cut this with my Imagine, and I think that when I'm done, I'm going to actually pop it on there. Isn't that nice? Okay, so once that's all done, basically that's it. You're done. And then you're going to take some ribbon, and I'm going to use this off-white ribbon, and I'm going to tie it through here and hang it. And then you're going to take a piece of Velcro, and you're going to put it on your pen and on your ribbon and put it right there. So it's totally easy peasy. The secret to acrylic is to just don't think about it, you just do it. And Susan always says that, don't think about it, just do it. It's just like chipboard or anything else. And I hope you had fun today. I hope you go out and get this album or any piece of acrylic and make a dry erase board. I've had a lot of fun with it, and I love my acrylic. I'll see you next time.